In this video, we're going to look at changing course preferences. So if you want to change any of your settings, you would click here on Preferences. That allows you to customize the course. So here in this course, I've already changed the time to everything that I assigned to the calendar is due at 8:59 p.m. By default, you will see everything is set to 11:59. If I wanted to change it back to 11:59, I just change the time and click Apply to All. Now, grading. If I click on grading, what you will see here is that by default, the gradebook is going to show me the scores for all assigned items. That means things that I have assigned to the calendar. If you're not using the calendar, you probably want to change this to either all items or completed items. The other thing is edit calculation settings. If I pop over to the gradebook right now, you have a course average folder right here, course average column, and if I click into a particular chapter, you're going to have a folder average. This average score is going to be made up of anything that you've assigned to the calendar. And if you are not assigning things to the calendar, you'll want to change your preferences. And that would be done here. Click on grading, and you want to change the folder level calculations by clicking on Edit Calculation Settings. So in this case, I want to change average of assigned activities to all. And then I want to choose what type of activities. By default, anything that you put on that calendar that falls into any of these categories will be calculated into their final score. So maybe you're only interested in the student activities manual. So you want to uncheck everything else. Now you will be calculating automatically all grades for all submitted SAM activities. Also, if you're interested in the scores for the readiness checks, those are the grammar tests in each chapter. That's not calculated in by default. You need to click on Enable Study Plan Results, and most instructors who include this would only include the post-test, and you would just check mark those and click on Save. And that will apply those preferences. So now when you go to the gradebook, you will see all the scores for everything that is done by the students. And if you want to change it, let's say you decide to assign things to the calendar, then you can go back here again and change it to show anything that has been assigned. Okay, so I'll change this, Save Preferences. Time zone. You can set the course time zone to override the user profile time zone. When students first register and when you are first registered, automatically you're going to be in East Coast time, and the students as well. So if you have things assigned to 11:59 p.m. on your calendar and the students are in East Coast time, to them it's going to look like it's due the next day. So the easiest thing to do if they forget is to set the course time zone to whatever time zone you're in and have it override, and make sure you save those preferences. Last item, activities. So here, if you click on activities, you'll see all the different type of activities that are calculated. Here's the SAM activities. So let's say you want to edit the preferences for just the SAM activities. Students automatically get 100 attempts. Maybe you want to change that to 10. Go ahead and save that. And actually we want to apply that to all, not just one activity, but we want to actually apply it to all. So I'm going to choose Apply to All. And then feedback. By default, the way the students get their feedback when they're doing their SAM activities is after the first attempt, they're going to get a hint. After the second attempt, or during the second attempt, they're also going to get a Need Help button that helps them with links to the ebook pages or any other resources that might help them do well on that activity. You can actually customize this as well. By default, the third attempt, afterwards, they will be shown the correct answer. So maybe you want to change that to 5 or 10. Just make sure you apply to all and click OK, and you are set. So that's how to customize the preferences for activities and what feeds into the gradebook.